All right, what's happening? Might be a little loud there. What's going on? What is Gucci Coochie? What is that? What in the world is that? That's a new one. How are you? How are you, Black Raven? I don't know. I rhymed. You did something. I'm alright. I am doing better than ever because I got rid of my Game Pass. I can't anymore. I can't do it. Oh God, Dreamcast guy is gonna have a field day with this. I know he is. I know he's having a field day with this.
Ago, we have a whole bunch of leaks coming out from the ongoing FTC versus Microsoft trial. They involve company buyouts, they involve new Xbox consoles, Bethesda's
yeah, that's not really a shock, is it? And I mean, I'm not trying to fanboy or anything like that. I just can't get with whatever it is that Microsoft is trying to do. I haven't been able to for the better part of over a year. When they purchased Bethesda, it was all well and good until you start to think about the actual implications. And he did an interview probably about a couple of years ago where it was just like he didn't see any reason to put the new Elder Scrolls on PlayStation. And I'm just like, why not? You can generate cash off of it, right? That was my initial thought. The fact that people are now talking about it is just nuts to me. That also shows me how oblivious we can be when it comes to this industry. And quite possibly because there's so much news and yet there's not enough at the same time in certain instances. But with this Activision deal, like they've been doing this for almost 2 years now, and it's just like, come on, this is getting old now. Like it's not getting old, it's been old, and I'm just kind of over it. Aside the fact that this year has been one of their better years, but it just all in all just looks really, really bad. And when these leaks come out, when we see these leaks, which we're going to take it because I don't know all of them. I knew some of the deal. Like they've been trying to buy Nintendo for forever now. And actually they have the money to do so. They actually have the money to do so. It's just whether or not it would be a good idea. And me personally, I just don't. I don't think it would be a good idea. Nintendo can manage on their own. And when you look at everything that's actually taking place, and you look at who they have, the chief of the Xbox division, they have Phil Spencer, it makes perfect sense. It's not that Phil is like bad. Phil Spencer is everything Microsoft has always been. If you don't believe me, pop in, I believe it's called The Knights of Silicon Valley. I think that movie came out back when, like way back. I can't even remember when that movie came out. Watch Knights of Silicon Valley to get some of your history. I would suggest reading into it as well. Microsoft has not had the history of having any kind of integrity whatsoever when it came to anything that they did. They found a spot where they could make money, and they did, just like any other business would. It's just the way that they went about it was just crazy. And you'll learn a lot too. You'll learn Apple's side, Microsoft's side. You'll learn a lot. So I would highly suggest looking that up before we even start tweeting anymore about any of this stuff. There's a lot of people that's tweeting about this that have to like really look back at the history of Microsoft. So I want to take a look at some of these leaks. A lot of these, if I look at a lot of these leaks, right, a lot of these come from, some of the leaks are games that we can expect from Bethesda. But that's about all I see. Let's see what we got.
Entire upcoming slate, including the next Doom.
We're starting with that because they have a lot of leaks, and a lot of people have been focusing on this one deal where it's just like they have a new Xbox, a revamp of Xbox coming out called Project Brooklyn, or I guess it is, and it's just like it looks like a what does it look like? It looks like one of those like music players. What is it? The from Amazon or whatever? I think it's the Alexa deal. It kind of looks like that, just in Xbox form. But that's like the only thing people have been really like hyper focused in on.
Let's break it down. So first up, the juiciest thing here is that Microsoft / Phil Spencer are playing the long game in acquiring Nintendo. Now, the date on these emails is from 2020, so I guess the whole thing they're going to say as this story unfolds. I literally think Phil Spencer's asleep right now. As I record this, it's very early in the UK, but I'm pretty sure that most of America is asleep right now. I
highly doubt that Phil Spencer is asleep for anything at the moment, because why would he be? Honestly, why would he be? There's just so much going on. And with this leak, I think this kind of changes things a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna devastate, if it's actually gonna devastate the where Xbox lies in the future, but I don't really see I could see a little bit of a backlash from this.
Phil Spencer will just wake up and go, look, that was something from a few years ago. We're not doing that anymore. Even though in the email itself, it mentions buying out ZeniMax, it mentions buying out Warner Brothers. And obviously the ZeniMax position is still going through. That's the deal that allowed them to buy Bethesda, Elder Scrolls, to secure Starfield as an exclusive, etc. And I think they're only going to continue going down that road. But in regards to Nintendo, they've said that would be a likely acquisition, something that Phil Spencer wants to do. He refers to it as a career move, and spoken to the board of directors as well, saying they are fully supportive if an opportunity arises. Spencer says that he thinks it's the best decision for both companies, and that, like I said, it would be a career move, but they have to play the long game. Also discussing what will happen in regards to acquiring Warner Brothers and how they could do that, but it wouldn't come with a wider IP, i.e. they wouldn't be buying Batman. They would just be buying into a share of the revenue to give themselves some more money from Warner Brothers profits. The Nintendo thing, though, is hilarious because there's two things to this. One, they tried this 20 years ago. They tried this a couple decades ago. They were launching the Xbox, and they had Xbox, I guess executive at the time, Kevin Backers, go over to Japan, talk to Nintendo, and discuss the idea of acquiring them. And apparently they were laughed. Apparently they were laughed out the room. They were quoted by Backers being very honest about the exchange, that they were just laughed at for about an hour solid. Nintendo laughed their asses off. The idea that Microsoft could acquire Nintendo. Maybe times have changed. I guess we'll see. But that's what happened last time. The second thing is that I'm sick of Microsoft just buying their way to the top. I know to some.
Oh my goodness! Finally, somebody else said it.
You know, Halo was originally going to be on Mac. Bungie were not an Xbox first-party studio. Obviously, they're not at the minute either. But they bought Gears of War, they bought Epic. They've always kind of bought their way through these things. They've never necessarily nurtured something from the ground up. And I think it's very, very brazen.
That's not necessarily true.
Landscape, when you can see all these deals being made, you can see all the reporting and the leaks happening, etc. Just how much the general mandate is, why not buy our way through another generation? The last generation didn't work very well for us. Let's just buy big things and put them all on Game Pass and hope that that works. I just want to flag the fact that something like Starfield was such a huge success. Regardless of where you come down on the game itself, it did massively spike Xbox Series X sales and Series S as well. You can look at the console sales across the last few weeks, and it's very clear that games are the way forward. I know Phil Spencer himself said that he doesn't think so. He's like, oh, you know, making games isn't going to be the thing. It saves us in the console generation, it saves us overall. He reckons that they're firmly in third place, and no matter how many Starfields came out, you know, he referred to it, it's never going to be an 11 out of 10 game, etc. I can only firmly disagree. I think when you look at the likes of console sales spiking in regards to a first-party exclusive, surely your method forward is only to make more first-party exclusives, to not double down on Game Pass acquisitions or archival acquisitions. The hope being that you can then jack the price for Game Pass, as they are doing in October this year, and just hope that subscription models are the way forward. They so clearly are not, when Disney Plus and the amount of subscription models that we have doing the rounds right now are all jacking up their prices, are all siphoning off various amounts of TV shows, movies, etc. to try and make the costs manageable. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong, but looking at the tea leaves, drinking the tea itself, it don't taste good, and I don't think this is the way that the industry is going to go. Now, I'm planning on doing a whole bunch of podcasts and general talking points on this. I'll probably segment some parts of this out into separate videos as well, because there's just so much here. However, I did want to cover every major part of this league because there's just so much to it. And the next major talking point is the new Xbox console. The first one, there's two details here, including the next major Xbox console, what they're going to do after the Series systems. But the next Series console is the all digital 2TB Xbox Series X model. It's a cylindrical version of the existing rectangular Series X, and that apparently will have a USB-C cable on the front, digital only, like I mentioned, which, you know, means that they're going to be going even more into Game Pass. The idea of old school, you know, getting a disc, getting an old Xbox game or 360 game, putting it in the disc tray, that's not something they're going to be continuing once this new model comes out. Now, who knows how the marketing is going to go for this thing, but a lot of the general conversation around why the Xbox family of consoles works so well is backwards compatibility. It's investing in the legacy that you already have. It's being able to go and get Lord of the Rings on Xbox or Dead to Rights or whatever and put it in your current console and then enjoy auto HDR, better frame rates, better resolution, etc. Now, either they make digital versions of all those games available, but if you look at the current Xbox backwards compatibility list, there are tons of games that are disc only. There are tons of games where you need to go out there and physically buy the game to be able to play it. So let's see how they play this particular one in itself. Also mentioned here is a new Xbox controller complete with a gyroscope, which is interesting when you think about the amount of PlayStation 5 games and exclusives that have really...
I guess I don't understand that.
But how it even improves the likes of Call of Duty and third-party titles as well. I kind of see this as a potential net win for the feel of DualSense games, because for so long, that idea has always been exclusive. The idea being that third-party devs aren't going to put that much time into developing DualSense features, haptic technology, general, you know, extra features to their controller feel, because it's only going to be felt by PlayStation owners. If this is, you know, comes true and it gives third-party devs more ability to invest in cooler ways to use controllers in general, then this is potentially a net win for PlayStation 5 owners as well. Next up is the actual proper next Xbox. This is going to be a whole talking point going forward because they are planning a full cloud-powered console for 2028. Microsoft are literally listed here saying that they want a cloud-powered, fully digital console for cloud-powered games. To quote them, our vision is to develop a next-generation hybrid game platform capable of leveraging the combined power of the client and cloud to deliver deeper immersion and entirely new classes of game experiences. Now, there's a lot of PR speak, there's a lot of buzzwords, a lot of BS in there, but an easy way to translate it is, do you remember Crackdown 3? Do you remember the pitch for Crackdown 3? The idea for that game is that whatever wasn't directly controllable, i.e. your direct character, would be computed in the cloud. The idea was that Crackdown 3 would have incredible levels of destruction, it would all be cloud computed, you know, handled on the server side, and you would just worry about direct combat with the general machinations, the general calculations of the wider world happening in the background. At the minute, this thing is, you know, sky's the limit. No one's really proven the cloud computing tech can work. It's been mentioned quite a lot. It was mentioned alongside Microsoft Flight Simulator as well as a different way to compute the amount of data coming into that game to render the world itself as you explore, the real world itself. Jury's kind of out. I don't buy it. The amount of stuff that was abandoned across Crackdown 3's development and how much it was sold on cloud computing, for me at least, I can only go off what's right in front of me. Again, doesn't give me much faith in a cloud-based future. However, I get the overall business move that Phil Spencer is doing here, which is release an all-digital Series X, get everything on Game Pass, acquire Nintendo, acquire Warner, acquire ZeniMax, Bethesda, etc. Put it all on Game Pass, make it digital only, make it cloud-based, and they mentioned here as well having maybe an Xbox portable system to beam in, to get that server feed in itself as well. And you can see what they're doing. The problem is they ain't got the games. They can buy.
I love that he said that. So there's a couple of things that I'm glad that he said. I personally cannot stand the fact that they have been trying to buy their way to the fucking top for the last 7 years, probably a little bit longer than that. Alone when it comes to consolidating the AAA space into their own. One of my problems with that is that with them doing that, what we're essentially seeing is the same thing that we saw with EA, Activision, all of that, where it is possible for Bethesda to do well on their own. If they do something bad, what happens if they do something bad under Microsoft, right? Do they get cut? Do they continue? I mean, Microsoft already has a blemish with Redfall on it, and so they were already facing an uphill battle with Starfield. And so when you have games like Starfield come out with so much controversy and yet so little innovation because we've already seen these games before, and yet it's so popular, basically what it looks like is that they threw a Hail Mary that just so happened to work in their favor. Now, it didn't do exactly what they thought it was going to do. Actually, it did exactly what I think needed to happen, which we needed to question who's reviewing what, how we're reviewing it, who has an opinion on what, how we write about stuff. These are things we actually needed to take a look at, and that's not something that we've stayed on in the past few years. So with cloud sounds like a good idea. Xbox Game Pass sounds like a good idea. But you don't have the games to actually make it look appealing. You only have third parties, maybe a couple of exclusive titles like Halo was on there for a little bit. I don't know if Halo is still on there or not. But Halo was on there. Starfield is on there as of right now, or as of the time that I actually downloaded Starfield. But other than that, what else do you have? You don't really have anything that was appealing. I believe Redfall was on there too at one time, or it might still be on there, but that was a whole dumpster fire. So there's just things that Microsoft is doing wrong, and there are things that Microsoft is doing right. Unifying gaming is not a problem. It's how you're unifying it, right? There still has to be a level of competition. There has to be a level of choice given to the public. If you're sitting here and you're trying to buy out every single thing, you're trying to buy out Activision. If you're serious about Nintendo, then what happens next? What happens after that? Oh, Valve too. Valve is another one they've been trying to purchase. And I'm just like, well, where does that benefit anybody but Microsoft at this point? Even the fanboys of Xbox, it doesn't benefit you as well as you think it does. It really doesn't. Eventually, what happens when competition dies out, the need for the market goes down, or the stock will go down. Unfortunately, that's just a reality. The less choice that you have, the less people that will gravitate towards it. Unfortunately, it is something that will happen if they manage to do it, which I don't think they'll manage to do it, but it's just the fact that they're even trying in the first place. It's just, you're trying to play a long game, but you've been playing this long game for a very long time. So I don't know. You don't have the games to make yourself look good though, and you're spending millions of dollars to keep games on Game Pass, so it's barely sustainable. And you haven't even grown your subscription service, which is crazy. We'll probably get into that later.
Service, but what does it even mean to have an Xbox console if you don't have Xbox games, if you don't have Xbox branded stuff? Is it enough to just put an Xbox logo in front of other things and just see, let's say Mario makes it onto Game Pass, then you see the Nintendo logo, the Xbox logo, and you're glad as a consumer that you have Xbox to play it? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because Nintendo aren't going to not make a Switch 2, as we covered in some recent news as well. You know, Nintendo aren't going to stop being Nintendo. I just think the whole move, this acquisitional approach, is just, it pales in comparison to the idea of why a lot of us became gamers and love gaming, or on the industry side got into the industry in itself, which is the games. At some point, they need to make games. I'll also throw in here that there is a key exchange from the various emails that have leaked between Phil Spencer and Microsoft's Jean-Emile Elien, saying that if they do invest entirely in cloud-based games, that being the 2028 plan, the next few years plan, they literally say that there will be a bloodbath regarding game development because of the amount of different games that are unproven. The cloud tech is just so completely unproven, and it's not very profitable. She says that in regards to the way that the cloud partners that they have, that they are in themselves, they're not very educated in regards to game development, how long those things are going to take. It's a wider conversation between Phil Spencer and Jean-Emile about studio closures and what leads to a studio closure, and the idea of Phil Spencer saying, well, look, if they're not making enough money in profits versus the cost that it takes to run them, it seems like he's saying Thanos style, that's a simple calculus, whereas Jean-Emile is saying that there's a lot more to that, and that rules out the idea of niche games. But it segues back into the cloud conversation here with Microsoft/Xbox being all in on cloud computing and cloud-based consoles. That's the thing that is, we have no idea how the hell that could work. I feel like cloud gaming has been mentioned for at least 10 years. Sony tried with Gaikai back in 2012 and just didn't fully stick to it. They kind of have 4K, they have a 4K streaming option for PlayStation Plus right now, but until that's the norm, until that replaces discs or units or transactions, or the general way that you think about playing games, I don't think that this is the way. But I guess I just have to appreciate the fact that they are attempting something that would revolutionize the future of the industry, like they did with Xbox Live, like they have done in the past. Finally, in this historic Xbox Microsoft Bethesda style leak is every single thing that Bethesda have in development and they have upcoming. To run all of these down, we have, and this is ostensibly confirmed, it's coming straight from the horse's mouth itself, the horse armored horse, because we have a Fallout 3 remaster apparently coming in fiscal year 2024, so that means between October and the next September. We have Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion's remaster, which was originally planned to release last year, but for whatever reason didn't. We have Doom Year Zero, which is very interesting as the next Doom game. Because Year Zero sounds like a Mortal Kombat 1 type thing, like you're going to go back to the roots and reboot stuff or whatever. I don't know why you would do for a third installment in a potential trilogy, calling it Year Zero. Also mentioned here is DLC for both games. Both of those things mentioned that they're coming fiscal year 2023, which ends, the end of this month, the end of September. So there's almost no way that's going to happen unless they want to shadow drop it. But still, more Doom is coming. The next thing down is Todd Howard's Indiana Jones game. That's been getting some more general conversation around it over the last couple of months. With Todd Howard saying that he is fully invested in it. It's a dream of his to make this Indiana Jones game. That was apparently meant to release last year, but for whatever reason it didn't. But that's still very much coming. We're also going to get a sequel to Ghostwire Tokyo, which isn't something that I saw coming, considering that game's pretty lukewarm reception. But I guess going forward, you would have it on either more.
Good. That game's lukewarm reception was all on Bethesda. Like, they could have done so much more to promote that game, and that game deserves so much love. Like, that game is actually really good, and it just didn't get out as much as it needed to.
Multi-platform or make it Xbox exclusive. It was always one of Tango Gameworks' coolest games, but the more you play that game, the more you realize it's kind of just an Ubisoft light collectathon. I found that game to be enticing AF, but it only fell apart over time. However, we are apparently getting a sequel to it, and we're also getting Dishonored 3. That's apparently coming before October 2024, which is another game that Bethesda completely screwed the release of when Dishonored 2 first came out. It was when we were experimenting with no codes before launch, no review scores being out there, no review whether the game was actually worth picking up for full price at launch or not. And it felt like Dishonored 2 was one of the victims of that general experiment. Maybe Microsoft, maybe Xbox can do better with the Dishonored IP. At least it'll get it in front of a lot more people if they nail Dishonored 3. The last couple things here, which only have code names, are Project Kestrel, which was meant to arrive by 2023, and its expansion Project Platinum, and lastly, an unannounced licensed IP game. So the fact that we have, Todd Howard doing Indiana Jones makes me think that anything is on the table. You have IO Interactive doing James Bond. There are so many random IP developer combos out there that you can just sound off down in the comments. Who the hell do you think Bethesda are partnering with to do another licensed IP game? But yeah, for now, we have a ton to chew on. This is going to be the big old conversation across the gaming industry for a good long time. And I'm going to try and grab you and to talk about this stuff on the What Culture Gaming podcast as well. And I'll give you a little secret.
Red Bedrock, thank you for the sub.
In about 4 hours time from now, I'm going to be speaking to Ed Boon. I've managed to get him for a little interview. So I'm going to ask him some Mortal Kombat questions. Please keep your eyes peeled on the
How are you?
We'll have the audio feed on the podcast feed as well. I love all this stuff. Thank you all very, very much for listening. I've been Scott from WhatCulture.com. Take care, and I'll catch you soon.
Oh my goodness, I'm over here getting destroyed right now.
Thanks for watching episode 200 of Angry Video Games.
I'm gonna have to die.
We have a historic leak in.
I'm going to have to die. All right. Yeah, thank you for that sub, Red Bedrock. Hopefully you're having a good day or night. Five minutes. I'm really shocked. Let's see what Bellular has to say.
This is just straight up. There's a lot of Xbox documents, emails, files, presentations, everything, and we have access to it all. This is literally their hardware plan for the next couple of years. This is their next generation plans even. This is leaked emails about acquisitions, including one that's absolutely bonkers. And of course, it's also all of ZeniMax's upcoming games. So
are they going to go over all of the leak, or are they just going to do like part of it?
Indiana Jones. A potential return of Scalebound, theoretically, maybe, and even more. So the most important bits we're going to have to go through here is how they wanted to buy Nintendo. They even had a contact on the inside actually kind of working on making it happen for them. The future for Xbox is all digital and all cloud, although I think we all kind of expected that. There's new hardware that could change the future of gaming drastically, which is a quick way of saying they might move to ARM. I'll get into it, but that's a very big deal. We've actually got a glimpse into what they think behind closed doors. And I remember the last time with an Xbox leak they did, haha, here's a funny meme, some social media stuff. They didn't do it this time because this one is very serious. So let's get into the hardware then. Here is the Xbox Series X refresh, which looks, I mean, people have pointed out online, it looks like that basically trash can design that Apple had for that no one liked. But realistically here, it's just more internal storage. A lot of like small improvements. This is going to be a more popular console. It's just something that it runs a little bit smoother, it runs a little bit cleaner. It's got additional technology. So
goodness, I beat this boss already before.
Efficiency on par, all that stuff. So this isn't really something you're going to go rush out to get unless you're an extreme Xbox fanboy. It's literally just, hey, it's time for a refresh. But why not? Might as well. The other one then is the Series S, which of course is basically the same game here. It's up to a terabyte, same price. You've got all those upgrades. You've got recycled packaging. You've got low cost download, stuff like that. Which actually,
goodness gracious,
there's a decent thing to be said for electricity prices recently, where I think actually having a low cost standby mode might almost pay a console back if you have a
I've never been cornered like this.
Which is got Xbox Wireless 2 direct to cloud, which is an interesting thing to include with the controller. Bluetooth 5.2, got rechargeable, swappable batteries, stuff like that. New modular thumbsticks, longevity, build improvements, precision haptic feedback, which is likely not to the same deal as the DualSense, but definitely more. The Switch slightly extreme anyway, because I mean everyone has access to that technology, so why not? And quieter buttons and thumbsticks. So it's basically just here's a new feature. Here's your launch timeline where it's like, here you go, here's fiscal year 25, August, then late October in time for holiday. This is really exciting, but it is like, this is literally their plans. Their timing's all been released, so Sony and Nintendo
what is happening right now?
When you're planning to release that, that's interesting.
I couldn't see.
If we release our PS5 Pro in whatever, obviously they have their own plans that are going to be kind of stuck in stone, but at the same time they can literally just go, oh, that's your plan. We can market around.
Seriously, I gotta do something with this mic
ahead of time to preempt what you're going to do and destroy you. We can put heavy sales on stuff like that. The Switch 2, obviously Switch 2 rumored for next year. that's going to be a thing they can literally go, sorry Xbox, get got. Now, the other important thing here is all digital future. None of these have disk drives, which is why they've patented this, which is basically if you get one of the new all digital things and you have a load of like backward compatible Xbox games, you can at some point you'll be able to get an external disk drive, probably like it's something that they sell.
I'd see.
Before you just hook it up.
I'm still kind of in the. I'm still kind of on the fence with the all digital future.
$50 and actually go over extra profit. There's also a few other things here, a little like the mobile controller, which looks a little
good gracious.
For accessibility. Now, the next generation of Xbox, this is something they do not want to know about at all at this point in time. But here we are. Their vision is to develop a next generation hybrid game platform capable of leveraging the combined power of the client and cloud to deliver deeper immersion. Remember how that went for Crackdown? I don't know if it's that much what they've said about hearing this, to be completely honest. It's just... Well, then we've got the actual very important stuff here, where it's CPU decisions and judgments. ARM64 versus x64 to Zen 6. Are they going to swap to ARM? Because you think about Apple's new stuff with the M1 and M2 and so forth being actually extremely efficient and extremely good on devices. You kind of see a world where maybe x86 and x64 are a little bit on the downturn. And
I'm using such a different build than what I'm normally used to. I'm gonna shut this off for a second because this is starting to get on my nerves. Yeah. I need to probably switch up. Also, I don't think that I had the strong enough weapons now that I do in my other playthrough. Or my other character. I don't know why I couldn't dodge. I had enough stamina to do so. It's about time I pulled that off with this. It's fucking hard as hell to pull that. Wow, he's never done that before. That's nuts. To give context to my other character, I'm at the Puppet King, which is a whole other roadblock in itself, but yeah, it's this boss sucks ass to fight. With my stamina. Wow, he did that like really fast. That is such garbage. Seriously, like what kind of build do I even have? I don't even remember everything that I have on this character. What the fuck? I really don't remember everything that I have on this character. Oh wow, I haven't even this one I haven't even upgraded hardly any of my weapons. Not like I have in the other player, the other build. What is this one? Puppet Saber. Let's do this because I'm really about tired. Do I want this? All right. Let's see how well this one works. Oh, I couldn't see. What the hell? That is crazy. I never have problems like that. That's nuts. Oh, I might be Liza P'd out today because I'm working on stuff behind the scenes with it, so that might be part of the issue. And I've gotten so accustomed to the other build on my other character that Maybe. I mean, that might be a thing. You face some of the bosses that I've faced in this game already, though, and it's just... oh no, it could very well be a draining experience at times, especially with as addictive as this game can be. Yeah. I've already beat him though on the other one. Goodness gracious. Or like Armor Core. I hate this fucking boss so bad. Are you saying play Armor Core? Will you let me get to your other ass, please? Oh, I hate this fucking boss so much! Oh. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have even got on today, fuck. Although that game's hard too, yeah, it is. I haven't even gotten a new game plus on that one yet, to be honest. I'll tell you what I will do though. I need to farm some stuff. And I need to check and see. See, that's another thing I didn't do too. So I guess while we do that, let's continue with these guys.
Of how consoles work, especially with how consoles work compared to PC, because obviously everyone has an x86 PC. If consoles suddenly end up being ARM and we move away from the consoles or small PCs, then we're going to have a very interesting time. And I'm a little bit concerned about this, I guess, in a way. We'll have to see where it goes, because obviously if we start getting more desktop PCs with ARM stuff, then we might actually be in for a slightly better future. It's just going to be a lot of teething problems to get there. Obviously, I know a lot of viewers are PC gamers, so I think that'll be something to very much look out for, especially when you see what Sony's going to do. Another thing interesting about this is the Thin OS, a lacking Thin OS for under $99 consumer handheld devices. That'll imply that you're able to get basically a small Xbox phone or a small Xbox dongle or something that'll run a version of the OS and stream your games from the cloud. So they're very much,
I think that'll be better.
Cloud feature. And here's a lot of stuff. It's basically the next generation of what they're thinking of. You look at the green stuff, it's established projects. The yellow is research, proof of concept, and the gray is kind of stuff they're thinking about. So you look here, you see game performance, super resolution, deep neural network. That's DLSS 3, DLSS 2, FSR, stuff like that, where they're just doing neural nets to. I think people are largely happy with how DLSS has turned out, and if FSR had a better implementation, I think it would be happier. But that's all completely like fine and there. Frame rate interpolation, I don't know if I need to say what I feel about frame rate interpolation, or we'll be here for a little bit, because honestly, as soon as you get into, hey, we'll just invent frames in the middle, then you start to run into input issues theoretically, and that's one of the things people have been worried about with DLSS 3. I know the Digital Foundry guys, if I remember correctly, have been largely happy with that and how it's panned out, especially if you're interpolating frames to just, you know, hey, you've got a nice solid 60 FPS, what if we make it look like 120? You're not going to get the input benefit, but at least it's going to like look a little bit smoother, especially if you can combine that with neural net stuff to not have like weird smear frames and stuff. So I remember looking into this, and I think it was Star Wars The Force Unleashed 1 or 2 had a version of this running many years ago, and it looked really bad at times. So we'll have to see how that kind of pans out, but hopefully it's not that bad.
There we
There's
go.
also xCloud latency compensation, which is, I guess at this point, it's in research. Latency is going to be one of the biggest problems for core gamers, for people who really care about how gameplay feels and stuff like that, getting into cloud gaming, because obviously, of course, you're got 50, 100 ping, and you're on a phone, and you've got this, because obviously you think about ping and you think of playing a multiplayer game, and most of the time you'll see, you know, the shooter classic of, you know, getting shot when you're around a wall, and that feels...
How do I feel about Phantom Liberty? I honestly don't give a fuck about it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about it. It's not something that I am honestly looking forward to. I honestly have not played my Cyberpunk in forever. Hey, guess what? Where that's at too. It's on my Xbox, which I'm not going to be touching for a very long time. I feel like I'm not going to be touching that for at least the next like 5 years, and if things go really down south, I may never have to touch my Xbox again. Who knows, right? So as far as Phantom Liberty goes, there's still other games out that's better. I honestly think that we need a serious break from the... I really think we need a serious break when it comes to open world. And I honestly believe that wholeheartedly, that even though open world is still as popular as it is, I believe that eventually it will die out. Sooner, I think sooner rather than later. That's just me though, you know. So Phantom Liberty, I'm not stressing it. I'm not worried about it. It is not even in my, it's not even in my, on my roadmap for games to play at the moment. Holy crap, dude. Put that down just a little bit. Okay. All right. The hell? Let's see what that does. All right. Sorry, I'm fixing my mic at the same time because I'm kind of tired of certain noises coming through. How do you feel about Phantom Liberty? Because I know you picked up, I know you've been playing, I know you played more of Cyberpunk than I have, and I played quite a bit of it, so I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Bad, but that's only on the, like, you see everything with like render latency. You don't see it without added latency. Imagine you're seeing things with that extra latency and your controls are delayed by that much. Imagine playing on a TV that has game mode turned off, but that's every single time you play, and possibly even worse. So at least they're thinking about stuff like that. There's also stuff like AI agents. Yeah, the more we get literally better AI in video games, the better. It's hard to really say anything about that. Matchmaking, player ranking, obviously established projects. That's all fine. This is literally just can we use machine learning to improve all these processes? And as everything here just seems more or less sound. The only thing I'm really concerned about is that frame rate interpolation, because I don't want a world where our frames are fake half the time. Not because I don't believe in like some possible good there. You know how the industry is, right? You know how we go, oh, wouldn't we love 4K? And they go, here's like checkerboard.
Well, good luck with that one. You're gonna be well into like 2
And
years
that's a
with
pretty
that
small
game.
deal, but you look at like
with
ray
those
tracing as
games.
well, and how we've had so many issues with games released like in this generation with, hey, here's ray tracing that you can't turn off in some cases, or here's the default version is 30 FPS.
If it's
ray
truly
tracing
changed the
like
experience, I would
Spider-Man,
like
right?
to replay the game as
The
I.
Ultimate Spider-Man, the remaster version, plays like absolute dog if you're playing on quality mode at 30. It barely feels close to 20. At times, it was an awful experience, and they're like, that's fine, ship it. So I'm a little bit concerned on that front, just with how we might end up getting, our game renders at 15. It's fine, just frame and triple with the rest. Whatever. Those cameras will buy it anyway. That's my fear there. But moving on. This is the stuff that really, when this stuff leaked, I swear I was. Leaks internally tell you an awful lot, because what people say publicly and what people say privately are often very different. I think everyone's that way, but as soon as you see the private stuff, you're a little bit concerned. Because Phil Spencer he's fairly well named, and I think he's fairly well loved. He does a decent job of standing on stage, talking all gamery. He's got that little game he plays with keys and stuff on the shelf, and that's all like fine, that's good. Everyone kind of thinks he's our guy in a way. But then he turns around in an email and says, it would be a career-defining moment for Microsoft to buy Nintendo, which is obviously you can be concerned with your own career if you want, but it is very much a different face than the one he shows publicly. So he's concerned about his career and wants to get Microsoft to buy Nintendo because that would be a good move for both companies. He ends this really long email with, "It's just taking a long time for Nintendo to see that their future exists off their own hardware. A long time." 4 dots and one of those smiley faces with the hyphen for a nose in the middle, which is the symbol of psychopath. And that kind of goes to show exactly what's going on here, right? It's literally just, oh well, the Switch is hyper successful. Why is that? Don't care. Our hardware is better because it goes faster. You know, the whole emulation debate around Switch, people would be happier if it is literally, okay, you can play your games, your Switch games, your beautiful games that you've made, the incredible Nintendo games, but they run better.
Crap.
Sure, that's fine, that's great. But it seems a little bit ignorant of why
That's
the
fair.
Switch works
I
for
mean,
so many people and how
listen.
it is.
If everybody has their own plans on how they're gonna play games, and I'm not gonna like. There's a lot of me that's just not willing to. I'm not really willing to overexert myself. Which game are you talking about? Are you talking about Baldur's Gate 3, or are you talking about Liberty? Because if you're talking about Liberty, then I could see him talking about that. But I don't know. I don't know what else he's been playing, because I haven't heard. I personally haven't heard from him in a while, so I don't know what he's playing. I can turn that down a lot. Oh, that is perfect. I love it. Everything else, yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm enjoying Baldur's Gate 3 too much to try and stretch myself thin. Everything else can wait. They will be there. I mean, it depends. It really depends. Like I said, I don't know what Mesh is playing though, because I haven't talked to him in a little while. So I personally have. I hope he's enjoying whatever it is that he's getting ready to play. Holy shit. All right. I was talking about Baldur's Gate, but Mesh is gonna go through Cyberpunk. Wait, so all right, I'm confused. Is he going through Baldur's Gate 3? Or is he going through both Baldur's Gate and Cyberpunk? Cute. There we go. That's what I need. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Have fun. Oh, that's oof. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I'm testing something right now. Wait, I gotta pay attention to this chat too. What's going on, Elo? How do you say your name? Elodieres? Sorry, I'm really bad with this, with pronouncing that right now. But it's going all right. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So check me out. So Phil Spencer is just the embodiment of what Microsoft has always represented. I said it at the beginning. Check out Knights of Silicon Valley if you've never seen it, and do some research. You'll find out exactly what Microsoft has always been about. It is not a big ass shock. It is a little disheartening to see where they're going with things. That's what I was going to say. What am I obtaining? Oof. Oof.
Is a product that's very American cultural imperialism, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you. But there's other things in the email that I thought were interesting, because they obviously were talking about ZeniMax, which then that went through, because this is pre-COVID time. This is a long time ago. They wanted to buy Warner Brothers Interactive, which they did not. Mostly, it seems, because Warner Brothers have a tight grip on their IP, and they would have to license it out instead of owning it, which is pretty much, in an industry where you want to buy things for IP and for projects, not getting IP is a deal breaker. And then TikTok, which obviously didn't go through. But they were talking about Nintendo because they were the prime asset for us in gaming, and everyone knows that. They also said they wanted to buy Valve so they could get access to Steam. So you can kind of think of it tells a story of exactly what they're thinking. What if we just buy these people and all their stuff is ours? What if we just do that? That's like a thing we can do. What if we just walk up to Gabe and say, hello Gabe, how much for Valve? And then we can have complete access to Steam, and that'll be our platform, and to hell with everyone else. What if we just consolidate? If we buy all of gaming will be all of us, and people will have nowhere to go. You can see that that's very much how they feel about things. There was one last thing about Nintendo I wanted to say, because it showed me how they feel and think a lot. Because in the email, Phil was talking that he had I think it was an ex-Microsoft board of directors member who was buying up shares in Nintendo, and I think it was their company was doing it. And Phil said he was in touch with them and keeping contact because they wanted to see if maybe they could use that to gain leverage in Nintendo board of directors. Obviously, hey,
are you a multimedia graphic designer?
Then, of course, then we can get them to let us in. We can have a man on the inside in the board of directors who actually get to say, hey everyone, I think Microsoft buying Nintendo is a great idea, and kind of push that leverage. Now, there's basically no chance it would happen. And that was a conversation that happened. Was it 2001, I think?
I've been streaming on this platform for a couple of months.
In the original days, were also considering a purchase in Nintendo, and Nintendo laughed them out of the room. So I think Phil maybe needs to do a little bit of history lesson on that.
Sorry, I've had so many of those come into my chat
and studios
in the last couple of months. It's crazy.
Okay, sure. He went and said that it's when leadership leaves, when like Lionhead, for example, if you're the team that fell apart because leadership left, and then Ensemble, who lost their
totally
passion,
forgot about this guy.
That's the Age of Empires and Halo Wars team. So it's fascinating that he goes, it's not about profit and loss, and then you go, well, why did the leaders leave? Was it because you were pushing them for profit and loss? Interesting, maybe. Why did they lose their passion?
Yeah, I'm double fisted right now.
Their ideas and making them work with unrealistic expectations. Maybe there was a little bit of a think one step further, Phil, on this front.
Like I left
Twitch.
Co-workers,
and they basically had like a good back and forth.
I left Twitch partially for that reason, and I'm still meeting them on Kick, which is crazy to me. It's crazy that's
they called it a second run Stadia PC RPG.
So, like I said, my bad, man. My bad.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine looking at Baldur's Gate 3 and going, that's some second-rate bullshit. We don't want that on our platform. That's not worth our effort whatsoever. And then it releases. It's funny because that's not the first time they've done that.
That's going to confuse a lot of people.
Impact. I remember a story a decent while ago where it came out that obviously Genshin Impact, the whole universe is incredible games. You think of it that shit that you like, but lots of money, lots of players. People are very, very happy with that whole like ecosystem of games. So that's on PlayStation exclusively.
Oh yeah, yeah, I feel that, man. Too much of crap floating in from Twitch.
Actually turned them down.
There's way too much crap floating in from Twitch.
Showed up to Xbox and we're like talking to them about Genshin Impact, and Microsoft were like, nah, it's not really for us, thank you.
Oh, that's cute.
And apparently internally they've been kicking themselves ever since. And that's why there's been a big push towards a lot of Game Pass going, get us everything you possibly can, because they're just so worried about missing out again. And they've literally done it again, exactly as Baldur's Gate 3. And honestly, so fascinating. But for some good news on their games, we do have ZeniMax's management forecast. And keep in mind, these dates here are pre-COVID.
No, they come into my streams, and I gotta, and I genuinely gotta embarrass them.
Doom Eternal, right? Okay.
And it sucks because I don't like doing that to people, but it's like there's levels to handling certain kind of business, and you don't do it during stream. You just don't.
We've got Indiana Jones game, which if we add 2 years to everything, is due out next year. An Oblivion remaster due out next year. Interesting that they haven't said anything.
We heard that long before the leak. I don't know why that's even a conversation. That makes no sense whatsoever. So. By the way, your audio sounds very classy, like great sound canceling. Oh, thank you. I just fixed some of it today too, because I'm really getting, because I was getting tired of like helicopters flying over and certain people's vehicles like overpowering everything. You still might hear some of that, but yeah, I appreciate that, man. Oh, that's right. I gotta find that building. I gotta find where that house is. I think I remember where it's at. I'm not gonna lie, the more I hear about these leaks, the more irritated I get. So I'm gonna take a little bit away from that and just poo, man. Yeah. I think if I remember, the building is back here. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh wow, I'm not dead. All right, using Shure microphone, right? Yeah. That is precisely what I'm using. while also trying to, and don't get it twisted, because even using this particular microphone, you still have to make certain adjustments with certain mixers. So even these, like, I found like even these can sound like the average microphone, if that makes sense. And it took me a long time to figure out how to actually fix some of this stuff. Where is that? Because it's on this floor. I've already been here. Oh, that's right. Because I fell. I totally fell. It's called M Game. I have no idea what's for dinner. It's a M Game. M Game Solo is what it's called. I moved from a different mixer that I had. No. Never used a Yamaha. Never used a Yamaha. Wow. How impeccable your aim is. How did I never come up here in this playthrough? Makes no sense. Hey, guess what? I got distance too. I don't like how slow this weapon is, but I love how powerful it is, so I'll take it. Where is it at? I know it's on this floor. Whoop. Hold on, what does it say? So, Danzo, after stopping by on your channel, I assume you started as passion because all your equipment seems to be... yeah, I started off that way. Now I just kind of do it as a hobby. This space has definitely become... This space has definitely become very, what is the word I'm looking for? Become oversaturated in a sense. So while I do enjoy doing this, I don't do it with the expectations that I did when I first started, because I have moved from platform to platform, and I can tell you right now that you know, each one is different, but there is one thing that it has in common, is that when we see a platform with potential, we'll all gravitate towards it at some point in time. Unfortunately, I just so happen to get there when it's like, I seem to get there when it's too late, so I'm just chilling, you know what I mean? graphics, I want it to be more me and not the stuff that they offer on, like, what is it, Streamlabs and OBS and stuff. I'd much rather just have something that's just me. So I'm actually pretty grateful for that. Oh! Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I did not have enough time to do all that. And while I do have a background, in multimedia graphic design, it's very basic. It's extremely basic, like college dropout basic. So this was me communicating the idea to somebody who could do it way better than I did, because I tried to do it by myself at one point and it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. So yeah, it was somebody else who made it for me. I wonder if I have some of the stuff that I did saved, because you'll see why I had somebody else do it for me. Oh man. If I can find some over the next week, I'll share them with you all. Damn, I totally forgot where this building is. I don't remember where it's at. Kick doesn't like you? Why not? What's going on with your Kick? Oh, totally forgot. Totally forgot. I think it is over this way. Seriously hope I'm going the right way, because I don't remember which way I'm supposed to go now, because I've already... My chats aren't showing up? Interesting. You had one that showed up, which was what's for dinner, and I'm just like, I have no idea what's for dinner because I haven't even thought about it. I'm actually also doing these kind of animation stuff in 2D and 3D, but I'm not doing things like those body shit. Yeah, right. They're just good. But you shouldn't. Save that for the body shits. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's weird that your chats aren't showing up. You miss the old stuff? I mean, I guess. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that one. Like, I had merch and everything, too, at one point. Now I'm not so worried about it. Like, I had a whole page set. I think I still have it, but I ain't worried about it. Damn, I know it's up here. maybe it's not. Hold on. Maybe it's down on the street. I think it's down on the street. Maybe. I don't remember. Because there's that. There's that ladder. And I know it was like somewhere. Towards like the beginning, maybe. Or maybe it was over here. Damn! But yeah, I had merch for that, my other logo, and then now I don't have any at all for this one, so. And I probably won't for this either. Damn, that was stupid delayed my kick chat message. Oh, was that? Oh. Like, how delayed was it? Is it over here? Yeah, it is over here. That's right. There we go. Found it. Thought I was missing it. Yeah. All right. I was passing it the whole time. Yeah, I don't know why your message was so delayed there. I wish I had the fix for it, but you know, like 3 minutes maybe? I don't know. Because normally I've heard it said that YouTube is actually YouTube is actually the one I normally have problems with when it comes to delays. But actually, I knew that all concerns because I am an affiliated artist and work for the firm. Interesting. Or if someone wants to see my stuff, they can go check out my IG and Tweety to go recognize me with my work. Yeah. At least that, you know, it's not like those people that come in and try to sell their stuff, right? Like right off the bat.
I know my way around a weapon. Want me to look at something?
Can I upgrade? I can, but not the stuff I want to. Oh, wait. Yes, the stuff I want to. Oh. Okay.
I always will.
Cannot switch grinders because I don't have the grinder stuff that I need.
I'll use my power to.
That's great. Use your power to help me then. Oh, my back is killing me. Holy crap. What do I want? It only boosts me up like 2. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. Like the last chick that came in basically begging you to hire her. Yeah, I might need a massage. I mean, that's normally how they come in. That is normally how they come in. It gets quite annoying. It got annoying on Twitch. I don't know what it is. Like, I really don't know what it is when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, let me see. Can I share it? I'm gonna have to change my Discord altogether. I'm gonna have to change up the link. Or maybe not. Hold on. I want to see something real quick. Can I get to my Discord from here? Ah, okay, sweet. All right, I don't have to change it. Did it not go through? There we go. Jeez. I don't know why it didn't go through first time. That was so weird. I know the last time I fought this dude, I had a much faster, stronger weapon, but I'm gonna have to improvise here. Lone Wolf, what's going on? I think I have like 3 of these. I know this dude's pattern already. I should be able to beat this dude with no problem. I'm enjoying it a lot. I think I'm a little lies of peed out today because I am working on something behind the scenes with it. So, but other than that, I thoroughly enjoy this game. Wait, how is it the dude only got 9? Ow. Wait, why am I jinxing myself? Oh. I hate that that thing does not know how to dodge. That dude does not know how to dodge at all. Like, he'll run straight into this thing. And I died. Great. I beat the air side of A6. Got to New Game Plus Plus. First time in a From Software game. Nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. I did jinx myself there then. Totally did. But that's cool. I have New Game Plus all of their games actually, except for AC6, because I haven't gotten back on it for a little bit. I want to play it again. Oh, don't get greedy? Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I kind of have to because this dude does not dodge for crap. Yeah, this dude sucks at dodging. And I kind of need him for the second phase. Damn it. That is not what I had. Why is he only focused on him though? That's the weird part about this. Oh, come on. Really? Do you scoot your ass away like... By the way, I added you on Discord because my internet sucks more. Fair enough. Fair enough. I never share my streams on Discord though. Is that like a good idea to do? Oh my goodness, this is trash. Wow, I didn't even see his tongue. I'll just take it. Yeah, there's a big delay. Yeah. I don't know if that's necessarily your internet though, because I've heard that there's a delay on here from multiple people. I mostly hear it on YouTube before I'll hear it on before I hear about it on Kick though, which is the strange part. Yeah, he has a whole other phase and it gets on my nerves. I hate his phases. They drive me crazy. But the boss, the one I'm stuck on now has 2 phases as well, like this. It actually has probably about 4 phases. So this one has 3 phases. It has the first one, which just does the regular attacks. Then it has the second phase, and then it adds another phase in the transformation. So there's 3 phases in total when it comes to that particular boss, this particular boss. The other one is probably going to have 4. Damn. Damn, he sat on both of us. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Now my messages want to go through. Yes. I have no idea what's going on. I wish I could tell you what was going on, but I don't. There we go. Now maybe I can get somewhere. Actually, slow chat thing is a lie. Interesting. Tell me about it. They make your chat flow really slow. Oof! Ouch! So the platforms do? I could have swore there was something. I don't know. Oh, did I just waste that? I really did. Whoops. Was not supposed to do that. Nope, the internet browser does? Interesting. Does this vary between internet browsers, or is it just internet browsers, period? These are the flowchart things. Yeah, I cannot see. Ah! I wasted that. Oh! What do you mean these are the flowchart things? right, hold on, because I'm chilling at the moment. So wait, why did it put me in my own rules? No, I just did. You're all good. You're all good. I got you. I got you. Sweet. Oh, all right. I'm also here to chilling as well. No doubt, no doubt. How it should be. I don't have any more. Oh well. Patience is a virtue. I got tired after completing my graphic stuff, so I moved to Kick. Yeah, I just got tired of artists, or I'm sorry, quote unquote artists coming with the same deal. And I'll say this, I also got tired of the would-be rules that were on Twitch, not just made by Twitch, but made from people that streamed on the platform as well. I got tired of all of it. Why is it selective? When I get hit and when I don't get hit. Oh my goodness. And my back is killing me. Whew. I guess I'm gonna chill for a second. I'm gonna chill and I will be right back. All right, I think I'm gonna break from Liza P for a little bit, cause yeah, I have been recording stuff for a little bit, so cute. I don't know what I want to play right now. I mean, I could get back on Armored Core because it's been a minute. You know what? Let's do it. It's been a minute. Oh, so I failed to do the session. All right, that's fine. It's not like I'm missing anything by not doing so, right? I'll continue. I need to, so I totally need to fix up my stuff. Tuning. Can I do multiple shotguns? I cannot. That sucks. Hold on. Maybe I can find some in the part shop. Do I have another shotgun? First assault rifle. A needle gun. Laser rifle, another laser rifle, a laser shotgun, maybe it's this side I want to focus on. What is this? Another linear rifle, a laser shotgun. What is the shotgun that I use? What's the power on that bad boy? Is this the shotgun that I'm using? Oh, it's another. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're going to pick that up. Okay.
I'm waiting at the closure station.
That's cute. All right, I get it. Let's see how well this build works. Ugh. Oh, that's right. With this one, I gotta let her come to me.
You and I could have walked together.
Damn, that's how I know it's been a while since I played this. Yeah, I didn't do shit. I'm about to die.
Dangerous. I hold nothing back.
Where'd she go?
I realize what you are. The spark of war.
Oh my goodness. I just died.
The only one.
All right, let's try it again.
Main system activating combat mode.
I will stop you and the Siren. Carry our shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I could have walked together.
I've never done just an all gun before.
Two repair kits remaining. AP at 50%.
You are strong. Dangerous. I hold nothing back.
AP
Oh I totally didn't realize that I was. Totally forgot I could do assembly from here. Do I want to use those? You know what? Why not?
main system activating combat mode.
I will stop you and the Siren. carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future. You and I could have walked together.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%. 2 repair kits remaining. AP at 50%. AP at 30%. 1 repair kit remaining. No repair kits remaining. AP at 30%.
You are strong, dangerous. I hold nothing back. I realize what you are.
Wings sound amazing. We should get some. I want to get some.
You were the only one.
All right. I had to go back to assembly. There's no way I'm getting destroyed like this. Okay. So we'll change the legs. We'll get the boosters going. Wait. Okay. Yep. Definitely sounds like I want some wings. All right, let's see what happens. I'm not too concerned with this because at the moment, like I said, I've been
I will stop you and the siren, carrying our shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis, a shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I could have walked together.
AP at 50%. AP at 50%.
You are strong, dangerous. I hold nothing back.
1 repair kit remaining. AP at 30%.
oh damn.
I will stop the siren.
All right, y'all. You know what? Because my back is killing me right at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it there. Just know I got stuff going on in the works that I'm working on currently. So if I'm not on as long as I normally am, it's only because of that. So with that being said, thank you all for joining me. Thank you for the follows on both ends, Kick and the subs on YouTube. I appreciate you all. I will be back later. You all have a good one. I'll see you then. Peace.